Gold Rush exclusive. Parker Schnabel needs to crank it up and go deeper. Discovery's #1 series, Gold Rush, tonight centers on 26-year-old Parker Schnabel's deep dive for gold. But unfortunately, the bills keep coming in, and the gold is not that fast for the young boss. Parker has put Mitch Blaschke in charge at the plant. The process is slow and frustrating, as he runs Slucifer 24/7s. To pay for Mud Mountain, Parker has to hit some serious pay. Tatiana Costa is a rising new operator. She is working at Slucifer and helping Mitch. To Parker's credit, he has another competent woman on his crew, Pascal Castonguay-Lambert, who is moving the tailings on the other end of the site. The task this week is to crank up the excavation and get deeper into the dirt. The speed of the sluicing increases and the tailings, rocks, are piling up. If they build up, they can break the entire plant from the weight of the stones. 2 people are not enough, according to Tatiana. Mitch agrees and brings on 1 more guy to speed up the tailings removal. Then he calls upon retired Chris Dermott to come and lend a hand. And Dermott notes that it is likely that Parker will break records and surprise a lot of people. So he pitches in and gets in a loader to help the 2 women get their work done and keep the flow seamless. Getting back in the loader is like riding a bike, says Dermott. But knowing how machinery and the speed of the wash plant can often fight each other, the trade-off will be keeping Slucifer humming. Meanwhile, Rick Ness is 5 weeks in, and he has mined 250 ounces of gold, and he is optimistic. Duncan Creek is a hot spot, and he knows he has to pivot fast and invest more in equipment to keep the pace. Brennan Ruault and Chris Cruz are Team Ness, and they are on top of all of it for Ness. Ness weighs the option of using their shiny new $500,000 dozer to mine some frozen ground they suspect is gold-rich. Ruault is in charge and says that the dozer is the right tool for the right job. But unfortunately, even though the machine can rip through the frozen ground quickly, the 300,000-pound dozer gets mired in soft mud, presenting a massive problem for Ness in tonight's episode. And as for Fred Lewis at California Creek, he struggles and is behind the 8 ball until some relief crew shows up. Tune in tonight to see how the miners fare. Gold Rush airs Friday at 8 p.m. ET/PT on Discovery. In addition to watching the series on Discovery, viewers can check out new episodes each week on Discovery Joe. Additionally, viewers can join the conversation on social media by using the hashtag #GoldRush. Gold Rush exclusive. Parker Schnabel needs to crank it up and go deeper in the world of gold mining. Few names carry the weight and recognition that Parker Schnabel's does. A fixture on Discovery Channel's Gold Rush, Parker has built a reputation as one of the most talented and driven young miners in the industry. Having started his mining journey at the age of 16, Parker has risen to become a gold mining mogul, following in the footsteps of his grandfather, John Schnabel, who was a legendary figure in the Klondike region. But as the stakes get higher, the challenge is more intense, and the competition fiercer, Parker finds himself at a crossroads. To maintain his dominance and ensure his operation stays at the forefront of the gold mining world, Parker needs to take his efforts to the next level. The need to crank it up and go deeper isn't just a catchy phrase. It's a crucial mantra for the future of Parker's mining empire. As we analyze Parker's journey, we'll explore why it's time for him to go deeper in both the literal and metaphorical senses. The price of success. From rookie to heavyweight, Parker's rise to gold mining prominence has been nothing short of meteoric. When he first appeared on Gold Rush, he was a teenager working under the watchful eye of his grandfather, John Schnabel. As a young upstart with little experience in the field, Parker quickly proved that his sharp mind and work ethic were more than enough to make him a serious contender in the world of professional mining. By the time John Schnabel passed away, Parker was already a seasoned miner, capable of running his own operation. His ability to pull gold from the earth in quantities that rivaled veteran miners was remarkable. However, as Parker's success grew, so did the expectations placed on him. Now, several seasons into Gold Rush, Parker has a reputation to uphold. His operation is large, his crew experienced, and the gold must flow to keep up with the costs of running such a massive operation. His latest ventures have pushed him to new extremes, including diving into areas that others might consider off-limits or too risky. But with increasing competition and rising costs, Parker needs to move beyond merely maintaining the status quo. The challenge of keeping up. A new level of competition as the young gun who could outperform the competition and secure the most gold in the least amount of time. His operation in the Klondike became an institution, and many fans of Gold Rush saw him as the inevitable heir to a long-standing gold mining legacy. However, with the increasing focus on high-stakes mining, Parker now faces a growing number of challenges. The competition has never been fiercer. Former adversaries like Tony Beats and Rick Ness have evolved into formidable opponents, and they've begun to catch up with Parker's efficiency and production levels. Beats, the grizzled veteran, continues to demonstrate that experience counts for a lot in this game, while Ness, Parker's former crew member, has proven he's not afraid to take bold risks in his own operation. Meanwhile, Parker's operation is expanding rapidly. His costs are rising, and the need to scale up production to match his ambitious goals has only made things more difficult. It's no longer just about pulling gold out of the ground. It's about doing so on a massive scale that keeps up with both the competition and the ever-growing expenses associated with running a multi-million-dollar operation. Going deeper. A literal and figurative approach in the world of gold mining. The phrase "go deeper" is often used as a technical necessity. Gold isn't always close to the surface, and to find it, miners must dig deeper and dig smarter. For Parker Schnabel, going deeper is both a literal and figurative challenge. Digging deeper. Technological innovations and new strategy. Parker has always been someone who pushes the envelope in terms of mining technology. From modifying his wash plants to deploying more efficient excavators and bulldozers, he's proven time and again that he's not afraid to invest in the latest and best equipment. However, the gold veins Parker has been mining are becoming more elusive, and the earth beneath them more challenging to break through. The true test for Parker will be in adopting even more advanced mining strategies. He may need to consider deeper exploration into new mining techniques or areas previously untouched due to geological challenges. He might need to adapt to new methods of extracting gold, whether it's using improved sluicing technology, integrating artificial intelligence for better resource estimation, or increasing the size and capacity of his equipment to handle tougher conditions. But technology alone won't get Parker all the way there. As experienced miners know, sometimes the gold just isn't where you expect it to be. This means that Parker will need to rely more on the intuition, patience, and knowledge that have made him such a formidable figure in the industry. Going deeper. A new mindset and leadership style. While the literal, going deeper challenge is about the physical depth of gold veins, the metaphorical, going deeper challenge is about Parker's personal growth and leadership evolution. Now that Parker's operation is a multi-million-dollar enterprise with a sizable crew, he can't just rely on his mining know-how and youthful enthusiasm anymore. Parker's leadership will need to evolve. As a young leader with a relatively small crew in his early years, Parker could make quick decisions and rely heavily on his personal drive. Now, he must manage an expanding workforce and navigate the pressures of not only finding gold, but also balancing the financial and logistical demands of running a large operation. Leadership in the mining world requires strategy, long-term vision, and the ability to maintain morale while making tough calls when things go wrong. As Parker continues to take on larger projects, it's likely that the emotional toll of managing stress, financial hurdles, and a crew of miners will force him to become even more resilient and flexible. He will need to demonstrate an even higher level of leadership, whether it's in managing the expectations of his investors, dealing with crew conflicts, or finding new ways to keep operations running smoothly under increasing pressure. The road ahead. What's next for Parker Schnabel? If Parker is to meet the growing challenges ahead, he will need to make some crucial decisions in the coming seasons. Will he continue to mine the Klondike, or will he explore new regions with more untapped potential? Is it time to explore underground mining or other innovative technologies to extract gold more efficiently? One of Parker's greatest strengths has been his ability to adapt. He's shown a knack for innovation and a willingness to take risks when necessary. But with new competitors rising and old challenges still looming, Parker needs to outsmart both the Earth and his rivals. Going deeper, whether in terms of technology, strategy, or leadership, will be the key to his continued success. As fans of Gold Rush know, Parker has never been one to back down from a challenge. He's always been driven, always been bold.